So, my name is Danielle Damianov. I am the CEO of Done by One. You can get more information afterwards at donebyone.ai, marketing.donebyone.ai, or business.donebyone.ai. And I've been in the real estate and mortgage industry since 2001, as well as a multiple of other businesses. I grew up in an entrepreneur household, and I am the CEO of Done by One. So, let's get started. Enough about me. We are going to talk today about the $199 a month plan that will fix all of your business problems with 6 simple steps. So we're going to talk about lead gen, lead follow-up, staying top of mind, building those raving fans, and getting 5-star reviews so that you can grow and scale your business. So I don't care what business you're in, whether you're in real estate, title, insurance, a plumber, HVAC. If you own your own business or the majority of your income comes from commission or sales, then we all struggle with the same problem. And the problem is being on what I like to call that sales roller coaster. So on the sales roller coaster, what happens is you start implementing things into your business, you start doing lead generation, you make sure you're following up on all your leads, and all of a sudden what happens? You get super busy, you start getting a ton of business, and now you're trying to, handle all of the business that you have, but what you stop doing is what got you that business, which is generating leads. So your business looks like this. You have high highs where you have a lot of business and income coming in, and then you have lows where it's like crickets and you're wondering, is this the end, right? So if you do not have the systems in place, you are always going to be on that sales roller coaster. So not enough leads, letting leads fall through the cracks because there's no systems to follow up with your leads. Clients forget about you. If you're in real estate, I know how hard it hurts when, you find out that a friend or even a family member may have bought a property from somebody else. Maybe you have a weak online presence. You're not online everywhere. And with all of the different social media platforms today, you really need to be on all of them. And then no systems to create those raving fans in your business. So let's talk about what that really costs you. 79% of leads never convert, not because you're not bringing in the leads, but it's due to poor follow-up. You're not following up consistently, or you're not following up enough with them. Businesses lose 50% of revenue to churn or missed referrals because there's no systems in place to keep that client. And then every day without a system is going to lead to lost clients, which ultimately leads to losing money. So a lot of times you don't really have a sales problem. What you have is a systems problem. If you're in the chaos and you're on that sales roller coaster and you're inconsistent and there's no systems in place, that leads to last clients and really stagnant growth, okay? Done by One is that automated system for you that is going to keep you consistent. It is going to have you be omnipresent, which we'll talk about that in a minute. And it's going to allow your business to be scalable, because when you're on that sales roller coaster and you're up here and your clients are coming in, right? And you're fulfilling whatever it is that they need. If it's real estate, it's selling them a home. If it's mortgage, it's doing a loan. If it's, insurance, it's getting them insurance. If it's a plumber, it's fixing their plumbing problems. So we're all in the same boat together here, right? But when you have a lot of leads coming in and you have a system handling new leads, handling your follow-up for you, right? That's going to allow you to keep more clients and grow and scale your business. So the Done by One social media and marketing plan is going to give you everything you need to grow and scale for only $199 a month. And I'm going to show you everything that this includes. Now, I want to mention that this is our lower tier product. This is something we just rolled out a couple of weeks ago. I'm super excited about it. And who this is for is it's for that business owner that might not be ready for a robust CRM, everything that a full-blown CRM does. And you want to kind of get your toes in, dip your toes into getting your social media going, your lead gen going, taking care of your existing clients or past clients. That's who this plan is for. So let's talk about what you're going to get in this 199 plan. First of all, I was in Barcelona a couple of months ago. Actually, it was last month. It was July. And I was in Barcelona, and one of the speakers on stage, John Lee, who's a multi-million-dollar coach, talked about the importance of omnipresence. And what omnipresence means is you need, in this day and age, you need to be everywhere. If you're just on Facebook, you are missing all of the other people that are not on Facebook. I have a lot of friends that are not on Facebook. My kids are not on Facebook, okay? So you need to be on Facebook. You need to be on Instagram. If you're not in a video, you don't necessarily have to do YouTube and TikTok. You need to be on LinkedIn, which there needs to be another LinkedIn button here. You need to have a Google My Business profile, even if you're a solopreneur. And I want to point this out right now because there's a lot of real estate agents or insurance agents or title agents. You guys are on straight commission, mortgage brokers, right? But you don't take your business and look at it like a business. You still look at your job like an employee. And so what you want to start doing is looking at, you are the CEO of your business right now. So you should have a Google My Business profile, right? You should be on all of these different platforms and branding yourself because you want people to know you for you. So if you leave and go to a different company, let's just say you're with a Remax and you go to EXP, you don't want people to know you for being at Remax because now you're at EXP. Example, you want people to know you for you. You want people to want to do business with you because of you. And so in order to do that, you have to build your brand online consistently, and you need to be omnipresent. So with Done by One, our platform allows you to be omnipresent. We auto post to all of the different social media platforms so that you are on all of them, right? Google My Business reviews. If you don't have a Google My Business page, it's not a big deal. You can also get Facebook reviews or other types of reviews. But what I want to say about Google My Business is that if you do get this, this is going to boost your SEO. This is going to be a huge asset to your business because I just got a call from a client the other day and I asked her where she heard of me. Prospective client. I had never, I don't know who she is. And she told me that she went to ChatGPT and put in that she was looking for a specific person in this area, and ChatGPT referred me, which is insane. That is the first time I've ever been referred by ChatGPT. I absolutely love it. And I started to wonder, well, how could ChatGPT refer me? And the only thing I could think of is my online presence with Google. Because if you go on Google now and you type something into the search engine, you'll see the AI response or the AI recap, right? So Google ChatGPT is getting stuff from the internet. If you want to be if you're omnipresent and you're on Google and you're doing Google My Business reviews, your SEO is going to grow, and then you might just get referred by ChatGPT also. So you get Google My Business reviews. You need the Google My Business page, but you get the review where we send automatic reviews to your current clients and past clients, or even your vendors. And then the Google My Business AI automation to follow up with those people. So I know what you're probably thinking right now, Danielle, how on earth can I post on social media every day, all the time? Like, I don't have the time for content. I don't even know what to post. Well, we have that covered for you because we have done for you templates in literally every single profession. Okay, so whether you're in, these are a few examples, but a dentist, health, med spa, mortgage broker, loan officer, realtor, insurance, title, a real estate attorney, whatever it is, we have done for you templates. So it's basically a set it and forget it type of thing. where what I do is I personally take a day and I will do a bunch of different content, and I use ChatGPT for that. So I'll do a lot of different content and then I put it into the CRM. And I auto post and schedule out all of my posts. Last night, I'm on the couch watching a webinar, and my husband said, "Can you turn off the notifications on your phone?" And the reason why it kept dinging, dinging, dinging was because my Instagram reel was going out, and people were commenting on it. I don't even know what reel went out, to be honest with you. I didn't even look and see. So this is how you can stay top of mind with your prospective clients, your current clients, your past clients, by being omnipresent on all platforms at all times. And the only way to physically do that, because I know you're not wanting to do your own marketing, is to schedule out and auto post all of your content, right? Pick one day a week or one day a month and schedule it all out so it's done for you and you don't even have to think about it. So what else do you get with this $199 plan? You get a complete gifting platform, which is insane. I'm going to show you some really cool things with that in a second. But every time you close a deal, imagine this. Every time you close a deal, let's just say you're a loan officer, okay? And you tag that deal as loan funded or loan closed or whatever, the system automatically fires off whatever automation you've created. So it could be a thank you card with brownies with your logo on it. It could be, a box, a nice little box like this, which is included. Well, you got to pay for the box, but a nice little box like this with mugs, cookies, brownies, candy, whatever with your logo on it. So you can set up automations in the business so that when you close a deal, right, it's going to automatically, maybe it's just a thank you card. Maybe your closed deals are not high revenue, but you still want to thank your clients. Or maybe you're, you have a team, right? And you want to celebrate wins for the people that are on your team. All of that is going to be in this $199 plan. And so these are just some examples of the gifts that you can send. Handwritten notes, Stanley cups with your logos on it, cutting boards. I mean, we have hundreds of different things. All of this, you can upload your own design as well. So, you can either use what's in the system or upload your own sugar cookies, golf balls with your logo on it. So these are all examples of gifts that you can send. And the awesome thing is that it can all be automated. And if you guys don't know the story of Done by One, I'm not going to go into the whole thing, but the whole premise of Done by One is literally being done by one every single day so that you can go and live your life. I am a huge proponent of, I guess work-life balance, but really living a life by design. And a lot of times we're so busy in our work that we're not able to do that. So the only way we're able to do that is to automate, right? Take the time to set it up, but automate the things that are going to grow our business. And so automating these gifts is another way that you can stay top of mind with your current clients, past clients, and prospective clients. Okay. We also have unlimited postcards. Every single month, you can send as many postcards as you want, thousands if you want. All you have to do is pay the postage. We have templates for you, so you don't even have to, worry about designing them. Or maybe you like designing things and you want to go into Canva and design your own postcards, or you have a virtual assistant that designs them for you. You can upload your designs so that they're in the system and those are what will go out. And the cool thing is that you can track the performance. So you can enter a QR code on the postcards, and then every time that person scans that QR code, it is going to alert you that that person just scanned the QR code. So you're now going to see who's actually paying attention to the things that you're sending them in the mail. And that is a perfect way for you or a virtual assistant to follow up with those people, right? Because that is a hot lead. So I know what you might be thinking right now. You might be thinking, I don't have a lot of leads, right? How am I going to get all of these, different leads to send, this postcards or thank you cards or whatever? too, right? Well, if you don't have a lot of leads, I want you to keep in mind that this is not a sprint, right? You as a business owner, it's not a sprint. It's a marathon, right? So you have to start, if you don't have a lot of leads or your database is a mess or whatever, don't worry about that. Start now with getting your database in order. I talk to so many business owners, and one of the biggest things is that they either don't know where their database is, their database is like on sticky notes and maybe Excel spreadsheets, right? It's not organized. The people are not tagged with past client, prospective client, hot lead, whatever. And so it's just kind of like a chaotic mess. So that you need to kind of get in shape now, right? Especially if someday you ever want to sell your business. I see a lot of business owners that want to sell their business but can't get the money that it deserves because their business is not in order. And this also goes for real estate agents, because if you have a solid in loan officers and insurance and whatever, if you have a solid database, that is something that's saleable. That is something that you can sell to somebody else upon retirement or upon getting out of the business because you want to go and do something else with your life. So I want you to kind of start to think about that. And if you don't have a lot of leads, we have the system for you to get those leads. So our mailing list builder and our AI prospecting tools is going to allow you to buy leads at a very, very low cost. You can go in and buy business to consumer leads, so individuals, business to business leads if you're looking for other businesses. And then you can really select the area. You can do the entire United States, or let's just say Florida, right? And then you can get very specific with your demographics. So maybe you are in mortgage and you're looking for somebody that has an FHA loan with a 580 credit score or higher, has lived in their home for at least 6 years, and makes at least $100,000, right? So you can get that specific. If you are a plumber or HVAC or home services or whatever, and you're wanting to go after an area, a radius, right? That you're targeting all of the homeowners in that area, you can do that as well. We also have a system to where you can do a neighbor, hit neighbors up with postcards. So for example, if you're in real estate, you can do, we just sold your neighbor's home postcards that will go out to all of the different neighbors in the area. If you're in home services and you did a remodel, you can do we just remodeled your neighbor's home and this is what it looks like inside or whatever, to all of the people in that area. So you can get very specific with the demographics here. And when you put the how many you want, it will calculate that price for you. So that way you can see exactly how much, you're going to be spending on that list. When you buy that list, it's going to put all of the names, I'm sorry, I don't think it does the email and phone, but all of the names and mailing addresses into your system. So now you are starting to build a mailing list, okay? We also have an AI prospecting tool, which is amazing. This is another thing that is going to be cost per lead, but there's several, you can put a limit. Let's just say you want to do $30 a day, or whatever it is, 10 leads a day. Okay. So you can put a limit on what you're trying to do, but the website leads, what that is if you do have traffic, you have a website and you have traffic going to your website, okay? We can put a website scraper tool on your website so that whenever somebody visits your website and they don't buy, they don't sign a form, they don't do anything, it is going to scrape their information, name, phone, email, any information that we have. It will even do the demographics of them if that information is available, and it will put that lead into your system, okay? So this is for you having a website, you're maybe doing Facebook ads or marketing or whatever, or you have a landing page, a funnel with a lead magnet, and people are going to your website or your landing page, and they're not doing anything. It's scraping their info and it's going to put it into your system. The second thing is keyword leads. So maybe you're a real estate agent and you are looking for sellers. right? So you can go and put an area, let's say your local Naples, Florida, for example, and you're looking for people that want to sell their home. So I would personally go to ChatGPT and ask what the most common keywords are for somebody looking to sell their home. And it could be, what's my home value? Sell my home. Naples, Florida real estate. It could be Zillow. It could be Realtor.com. So you can put those keywords into the campaign, and anybody in that area that is searching for those things online, it's going to send you that lead. Okay, so it is awesome. This is the AI prospecting tool. This is a way for you to generate more leads for your business that you can then hit them up with a postcard if you don't want to pick up the phone and call them. Obviously, the best thing you can do is pick up the phone and call them. But if you don't want to do, or have a virtual assistant do it, but if you don't want to do that, you can now add them to your seller campaign or whatever it is. If you're in home services, same thing, remodel, new roof, roofing, whatever, right? So it will pull the keywords, it will send you the leads for those. And then it's going to put all of the leads in your account. You choose what you want to do with them. Me personally, I would have somebody picking up the phone and calling them, and sending out the postcards and doing everything else. But you can also, if you're running Facebook ads, add them to your custom audience list and start running retargeting ads to them. We will have a B2B keyword. I'm not 100% sure if it's in place yet or not, but it is coming, where that's going to be businesses searching for other businesses. So we're still on what you get. This is all included in that $199 a month. So you get email campaigns to nurture and convert your current and prospective clients. I cannot even begin to tell you how many past clients call me back, years later, because they are getting my email campaigns. I'm staying top of mind with them, right? If you put them on your 12-month postcard campaign, they're going to get postcards for the next 12 months from you. And remember, the postcard campaign is free. You're just paying for the postage. So your email campaigns, we have pre-built templates for you. You can create your own. You can have a virtual assistant create your own, or you can use any of the hundreds that we have and just tweak it with your brand colors, your logo, and whatever else that you want. And the awesome thing about our email campaigns is you can have unlimited calls to action, right? So you can, let's just say you're in real estate or you do a lot online, right? You can subscribe to my podcast here, and they click the link and it will go to the podcast. If you sell things, get an insurance quote here, get a title quote here, check out my title app here, with all different buttons and links that are going to go to whatever, site you want it to go to. The awesome thing about our email campaigns is our email analytics. And when you sign up with Done by One, we do charge an onboarding fee. However, that onboarding fee is 100 million% worth it, because we will set you up with a dedicated email sending domain. Okay, you do need to warm up that domain in the beginning so that eventually, all of your emails are going to be landing in the inboxes. But what's awesome is you can track your leads, and you can also, it will give you a detailed list as to who is opening up your emails. So you can call all of the people that are opening up your emails to reconnect with them. Okay, so you will have your email analytics. It will show you your open rate, how many bounced, how many people unsubscribed, how many emails were delivered, and then a whole entire list of all of the people that are opening your emails. So you're probably thinking to yourself, there's a lot of, I'm a do-it-yourselfer, a DIY. I do a lot of things myself. I probably should not do as much as I do. But I do enjoy a lot of aspects of this. And I'm also kind of the type of business person that cannot let go. I'm getting a lot better. So we have virtual assistants inside of our system for hire. So if you, and they're not, if you want a full-time or a part-time assistant, then we can hook that up. This is only for Done by One. I was at one point allowing virtual assistant for hire. We had a Done by One VAs, and I stopped doing it. I'm only doing this for the people that are on Done by One. Because I want to help you grow and scale your business. And when you don't really know how to implement what you currently have, right? Well, the only way to help you do that is to have someone help you. So they are for hire, but they are at such a reasonable cost. And the awesome thing about this is that you might need different things in your business. You might need marketing support, right? So my virtual assistant that is very CRM tech heavy that can help you import your contacts is not going to be the one that you want designing a postcard or a flyer. So I have different virtual assistants for different needs that you have, and you buy them in buckets of hours. So you don't feel strapped. Like I know a lot of times people will hire somebody, whether it's a virtual assistant or an assistant. And you think to yourself when you're hiring them, you have all of this stuff that you need them to do. But what happens? What happens is you get bombarded with your own work, and now you got to train somebody else that you really don't have the time to train. And then you're constantly thinking every day, well, what am I going to have them do today? Because I don't want to hire them and have them not do anything, but I don't have the time to train them and blah, 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 right? So we're all kind of in the same boat there. With our virtual assistants, you buy them in buckets of hours. The hours don't expire. So if you have 10 hours, you buy a virtual assistant for 10 hours, okay? We create the account for you in our tracking system. Every time one of the virtual assistants works on whatever it is that you need them to work on, their hours are getting tracked. And then at the end of the week, you'll get a report of how many hours that assistant worked that week. So that way you know when your 10 hours is up, for example, and then you can choose to buy more hours or not, whatever, right? So the virtual assistants are here to help you really get this thing going off the ground, because I know a lot of times you get into it and you don't really know like how to implement everything. So we got those virtual assistants for you, and we also offer weekly trainings. Okay, so I'm doing a lunch and learn almost every Thursday. Once in a while I can't do it, but usually every Thursday we're doing a lunch and learn on all different topics. Typically, it's a topic within the system, how to use something within the system. So not only do we have the weekly trainings, but we have 24/7 live chat support for you. So if you are a night owl and you're at 2 a.m. working on something in the system and you cannot figure out how to do it, you can hop on with live chat support. If they cannot support you, then you can ask for a one-time Zoom link, and the Zoom support will be there to help you. 15-minute one-on-one Zoom call where they will get on your computer and help, whatever it is that you need help with, all within the CRM, obviously, not like other things in your business. But we have so much support and training, and we're really building this online community of done by oneers. Everyone that wants to be done by one, get in, do your business, be done by one, and either go live your life, or maybe you have another business or another hobby that you want to pursue. So with our 199 system, you are going to go from chasing leads, being super stressed out, being inconsistent, seeing those missed opportunities, to attracting clients on autopilot. And that really comes down to automation, being omnipresent, taking care of your clients, showing them that you care, even if it's with a postcard, right? You don't have to send the cookies and the gifts and the this and the that, blah, blah, blah. So automating, being omnipresent, staying top of mind is going to lead to consistent growth in your business. Okay. And I want to point out that, a lot of times we'll hear the team that got you to where you are today is not going to be, in many cases, the same team that is going to get you to where you want to go. And it's the same thing with your systems. The systems that got you to where you are today in your business may not be the same system that is going to get you to where you want to go. So I want you to think about, in your business right now, what are you lacking? right? What do you need to implement? I will say that there is a learning curve here. So you do have to take some time in the beginning to just get it set up. But once it's set up, it's a set it and forget it type of thing. And so why this is a no-brainer is if you have multiple platforms that you're using, right? You might have, MailChimp for email marketing, Hootsuite for auto posting on social, your database is in an Excel spreadsheet, plus you have Gmail, this, that, the other. You have all of these different platforms. This is a done in one media marketing platform, and everything is in one platform. You're not needing multiple platforms to run different things. So here's a testimonial by one of our clients that's been on the CRM for a long time. Well, we've been around since 2022. So she has been with us for her team. Actually, they have a awesome mortgage team out in Texas, and she's been with us for probably the longest. A few of them, a few others too. But anyways, so that is her testimonial. And the only question is, do you want more clients on autopilot? And are you ready to escape the burnout? Are you ready to stop the chaos, right? Are you ready to get organized? And are you ready to start to be consistent? So if you are ready for that, you can join today. It's $199 a month. The setup fee is $197. Marketing.donebyone.ai is where you would go to get set up. As I mentioned before, this is the lower tier product. So I am going to mention the other two products that we have. If you have any questions, please put it in the chat now, so that way I can make sure I'm answering any questions that you have. And if you do want to hear about the higher tier product, just stick around. I'm going to go over that real quick. But the higher tier product, and once again, marketing.donebyone.ai is where you are going to go for this social media plan, the $199 a month. It's also going to show you, what you're getting, which is basically what I just went over, but it will also show you there what you're getting as well. And I want to talk to you about the actual full CRM, okay? Because the social media marketing plan is amazing, right? But if you are looking for something a little bit more, if you need something a little bit more, if you need to have, automations into your business, so that your sales are really growing on autopilot. If you want a full, robust CRM, then we have Done by One, the full CRM, which is $250 a month. It does not include the gifting program, which I'm going to mention in 1 second. The gifting program is the $349 a month. So let's talk about what this includes, right? So if you're used to using multiple platforms right now, the full CRM is going to include your CRM and pipeline management. You will get a website. You will have unlimited landing pages that you can use for a million different things, and they're pre-built for you. So you can either create your own or use all of our different landing pages. Our websites are done for you. So you can use any of the websites that we have. We have every profession imaginable, surveys, forums, email marketing, text message marketing, which is huge. A calendar, same thing as Calendly, very similar to Calendly, but it's a calendar with all different automations for the follow-ups afterwards, after people book appointments for you. We have workflow automations, SOPs. You can create SOPs in your business. You can track everything with our customized dashboard. So with our customized dashboard, you are able to track your entire business right there online. You are allowed up to 4 users on this platform. So it's really going to be for your solopreneur or maybe a small team, okay? Not for an actual business owner. We have something completely different for big businesses. But this is up to 4 users. You're going to get unlimited pipelines with automation and AI. Our AI is huge. My AI chatbot is literally messaging with people back and forth on my website. So you get a website chatbot that will go on your website. If you're using our website, awesome. If you're not using our website and you have your own, not a problem. That chatbot can go on your website as well. We have AI to answer your incoming inbound calls. So my AI agent is answering calls when I am not able, to answer the phone, taking messages, and then emailing that whole transcript, as well as sending me the voice record so I can listen back to what the conversation was that my AI agent had. And a lot of times people don't even realize that it's actually AI. It's amazing. It's insane. So you have your landing pages with lead magnets. If you do webinars, you can do webinar funnels, text message marketing, document management. So each client, if you have a specific client and you have documents for them, you can upload all of their documents into the system, DocuSign, QR codes. So it is probably the most robust CRM system that you will ever get. If you're wondering what the difference is between the 250 and the 349, the only difference is the gifting. So with the 250 a month, you're getting the unlimited postcards, you're getting the postcard automations, you're getting the ability to purchase mailing lists, and you're getting the AI prospecting tool, which is the keyword search, and the keyword search, and then scraping your websites or whatever. What you're not getting is the ability to send cookies, the custom cutting boards, these nice boxes, mugs, any note, handwritten notes, gift cards. So all of that gifting platform is an additional $99. So the entire Done by One CRM system is $250, and if you want the full, with the gifting, it comes to $349 a month. There is no commitment. So if you get in and it's not working, you can cancel at any time. So we do not have a commitment. You do get a savings. So you do get a savings with buying the annual plan. You get a 2-month savings, and I'm actually going to be throwing a bonus in there. We have an amazing task management system that we just built, just got into the CRM. So I am going to be throwing in a task management system for anybody. So if you have a team, you have a couple people on your CRM, it is probably the best task management system I've ever used. It's making us so organized. So if you buy the annual plan, not only will you be saving the 2 months, but you will also be getting that task management system thrown into the CRM. So anyways, that is basically it.